Coyotes fans, welcome back to another social distancing. I have a hard time saying that, Richie. Can you say that? Distancing.
Social distancing?
You said bis. It's biz. I think
It's
you used to
Biz? Is
call
it
me.
Biz? Biz.
Who knows? Who knows? We've
I
known each
mean,
other long enough back to
is
our
your name
own.
is your name not spelled with an S or is it a Z?
I know, but it's biz now, like the nickname.
Okay, Biz. Okay, Biz.
This isn't about me.
Trademark.
This is about you. You're kind of the Papa Bear in that locker room, or one of them. I would say Steps. I think Step likes to take control of that role where you're maybe a little bit more laid back.
Yeah, no, Step definitely likes to get in there and do his thing. But there's a lot of good leaders in there. Jay Demers and Hammer and O and all those guys. But yeah, I'd like to be laid back and have some fun and keep it loose. And we have a lot of fun around the rink. But I really enjoy being around the guys. And I think that's what we all miss. You know how it is when we get in your routine, and we're such routine and creatures of habit. This is really tough. And I mean, we're in a great spot, obviously, for what's going on. I mean, we can be outside and be active, but we haven't really seen the guys, and we're so used to seeing everyone every day. It's been tough.
Did you ever think you would say, I actually miss hearing Jason Demers' voice?
I literally just talked to him on the phone a few minutes ago, but yeah, he's one of those guys. He gets under your skin a lot, but it's like a give and take relationship. There's a lot of chirping going on and a lot of fun times. So he's one of those guys at the rink. He's always got something. You're always calling BS on some of his stuff, and it's going both ways. So you know how it is back in the day. There's always those guys that just kind of stirred up, and he's definitely one of them.
He will always spark some form of debate in the locker room because he's always going home and watching something or reading something, and then he's bringing the conversation to the locker room. And in the NHL, you need guys like that, especially in today's game where there's not a lot of that.
Yeah, it was funny. Me and Z were just talking about. I'm on the treadmill, and I'm like, "How boring is a treadmill? You're sitting there walking for 45 minutes on a treadmill." I'm like, "I can't do this." So we started, kind of BSing about old guys and like locker room guys, and we started talking about Upshaw and O'Brien and Lupul and some of those guys, and
glue guys.
Martin Nook and JD. I'm like, isn't it make it fun to come to the rink when you have guys like that? It keeps everything light, even if it's something that everyone argues about. It's just so fun to have those guys around the rink, and it'd be pretty monotonous if you didn't. And you were one of those guys, and think about Keith Yandel and some of the characters in the game. It's really fun, and it makes it really hockey kind of a special game that way.
Marty, let's talk about Marty. That was a tough one because I think that he really got along with everyone in that locker room. He was a funny personality. Him and Anthony Davis are probably the most famous guys in all of sports for having unibrows and being at the professional level, right?
How does Anthony Davis not trim that thing? Is someone not telling him, or what is going on?
He actually did a viral video where he had it. I think they put makeup over it where he was like, "Yo, I shaved it." And people went nuts. And then it was like, nah, I'm keeping it. I'm never getting rid of it.
It's trademarked. Okay.
You think you would want to shave it and then make it thicker? Like really get in there. Maybe dye the middle one. Maybe dye it blonde in the middle.
Yeah. Well, I would love when Marty would come in and he had his brows done. It was the funniest thing. They'd be all like swollen red, but like, give it 2 days, but give it 2 days, boys. These things are gonna look unbelievable.
He's gonna kill me for saying that. He said he heard from a couple buddies because I said it on Spit and Chickles, and he was like, "You owe me," and I said, "I'll buy your old man a 24-pack and call it even, and I'll have those drank in 10 minutes."
No kidding. He looked like he had 2 caterpillars on his eyes, didn't it? But he's such a good guy.
We might get fined from the league for this.
For what?
This is like mental warfare right now. You're chirping a player from another team on.
I would say as long as you say it to his face, it's all good. That's the difference. I would tell him this if he was here right now. You know that.
We're gonna start
he's the best.
Picking
we
apart.
Miss him. Yeah, we miss him. He's the best. I still talk to him quite a bit. He's a great guy. Yeah.
You mentioned Hammer. You mentioned Hammer as one. Oh, Marty's the best. I love Marty.
You bring him down and then you pump him back up.
Well, I played with him with the Portland Pirates. And he was an up and down guy at that time, but you knew that he was very special at that level. Like he brought everything to his game at that level. He was like a point of game guy. He could score. He would hit guys. So you always knew he would make a good pro because he could adapt to any role. You mentioned leadership earlier. You mentioned Hammer in that group. Just a silent assassin. He just goes about his business.
He just comes in, does his thing every day, and goes home. It's great. Like, if you want to be a young kid and watch someone just kind of do his thing, be an ultimate pro, that's the guy to watch. He does extra work. He doesn't talk about it. He just comes in and does it. So you got to respect a guy like that, and this is the way he plays. He broke his leg on a block shot, and I think the first game back he blocked a shot with the same leg. You know what I mean? He's fearless and takes a special guy
He's
to kind of play
crazy.
that role. I mean, I
You're
wouldn't. I don't
taking
want to do
crazy
that.
pills.
I don't want to block shots like those D do. We taking one tees. I do not want to sign up for that. But he does it, and after you have an injury like that too, to come out in that first game and get over that mental block is very tough. And he did it very well. He's just a heck of a guy too. You can't ask for a better guy.
It must suck taking one-on-ones against him in practice, because I feel like if there's one guy you could call a long stick penalty on the league, and it might actually be over the required length, it might be. He could poke check you if he's at the blue line, at the red line.
It's unbelievable. And I always avoid him. Like, you can kind of see who you're going to go against. I'm like, okay, I'll sit back here.
Yeah.
But he's so good. He's just kind of baits you. He waits, and you try to make your move, and it's just easy.
He's the type of guy I might have fought at one point in the season in practice. If
exactly.
You're just like, come on, call a long stick penalty here.
What's funny about him too? He wrecks every drill. He can't figure out the drills. So he every time he'll be the guy that gets in there.
He's the drill buster.
He's the drill buster. He's the funniest guy because he'll get out there, he'll do a lap. He just panics and he does like a full lap of the ice and goes back in line, and everyone's crying laughing. I don't know, because he's just one of those guys. You just can't figure out the drills. It's so funny.
That comes as a shock to me that a guy like that is a drill buster. I mean, it's no shocker. I was the drill buster when I played for the Coyotes, to the point where, of course, the fourth line would never go anyway. But on even days when there'd be half the guys on the ice, they wouldn't let me go first. It got that bad.
That doesn't shock me.
Gans would tell Tip to be like, send him to the back. And they'd all have a good laugh, and I'd be, I'm trying to show them that I want to get in the lineup, and I'm getting chirped here.
Yeah, that's funny. But he's just one of those guys. Like, in the NHL, you do a lot of the same drills, kind of, so you get used to him. And if they throw any kind of curveball in there, he's the guy that's going to mess it up. But sometimes he won't even go. He'll just stay in the back of the line and wait till the next drill he knows. I mean, who gets me really? Garland gets me going a lot. He's funny.
Okay, so I've heard that more recently, now that he's kind of became a presence as far as his play on the team. I mean, he's probably one of our better players. So he'll chirp guys and stuff.
Well, yeah, and he's like intelligent. He watches a lot of news. He's very up on politics and very opinionated. So he's funny to kind of get an argument with, because he can. And for a young guy, he's pretty up to date on the current events and stuff. So he's good to get going. He likes jumping there with like the older guys and try to banter back and forth with them. So I respect that.
Do you find yourself agreeing with him a lot though?
No, I think he's pretty good. Yeah, I don't agree with him on the the Patriots stuff all the time. He's pretty.
He's a defender.
Die hard.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. I mean, Tom Brady just switched team.
Yeah, he's still thinking the Patriots are going to come out and make the Super Bowl with no Brady, but no quarterback and all that stuff. But yeah, he said Brady's going to stink now. All of a sudden, he was unbelievable last year. Now he's going to stink in Tampa. He's a die-hard Boston guy.
Oh, geez, what happened there? Was that I just saw that picture.
Which picture?
The slash picture just all of a sudden came up on the screen.
That was my Halloween costume.
Did somebody just send it to you?
No, I opened up. Let me see if I open up my headphone case. Let me see.
Yeah, that's what happened, and then it just flashed. I thought Heather Berry,
Is it coming up?
Yeah, there it is. I hope. I don't know if the fans will be able to see it because I'm the one talking right now, but that is an incredible costume.
Yeah, that was my Halloween costume this year. Yeah.
You go. Who were we just talking about? Darce. Oh God. Let's talk about his play. Oh my God, this guy. He creates so much on his own.
Yeah, he does. He's great. He's the last couple of years. He always was that guy at training camp you'd want to kill and stuff, because he'd come in
being a hard-on.
He's just like, he's doing all those little moves through his legs and little. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna kill you if you keep doing that. But he's really matured. He's came a long way. You know what I love about him is, like, he has all that skill, but he works so hard. So that's just it shows a lot of guys. If you have that skill and you work, you're gonna get results. So. It's good to see a guy like that, and we need those guys to play really well for us. And I mean, he's definitely stepped up. He took a huge step this year, and it's nice to see.